Welcome to this video on how to find standard deviations to meet the requirements of a one-way ANOVA test using RGuroo. After watching this video, you should be able to find the standard deviation for each group in an ANOVA test. Disclaimer, this video does not teach the theory behind the ANOVA test. To learn more about that, please watch my other videos. So recall that ANOVA is a hypothesis test and it has all of these steps. So the step in which we are the most interested for this particular video is quite simply the requirements. So you may or may not remember, but here are the 5 requirements, and it's this 5th one with which we are concerned in this video because this is the one that makes us find either the variances or the standard deviations. So let's go over to RGuroo and see if we can remember how to do this. So when you log into RGuroo, your screen should look something like this. So we're going to come to the left-hand side, and we are going to select on Analytics, and then Analysis. And all the way at the bottom is Numerical Summaries. And this is something we used at the very beginning of the semester, but chances are, since that was a while ago, you may well have forgotten. So now we have to tell RGuroo what data set we want to use. I myself personally am going to pick the ANOVA Study Sample Example Variances. Okay? So we want to do a summary. In this case, I'm interested in finding the standard deviation of all 3 columns of data, Group A, Group B, and Group C. So I'm going to put those all 3 over here. Okay, I want univariate, meaning I just want the standard deviation for A and B and C. I'm not doing any fancy things where I compare one variable with the other. So we're going to select univariate, and then in this case, all I want is the standard deviation. And I'm treating these as samples because they are samples. So we're going to select not population, but sample standard deviation. And they're actually different formulas, so it does, in fact, matter which of those you choose. It is not arbitrary, and they will give you different numbers. So let's go ahead and hit the eyeball, and there we go. You can see the sample standard deviation for each of these 3. Now that might be all you needed, just a brief refresher, but really quickly, I want to take a minute to open this data set so you can see what we're looking at. So this is the data set that I was using, and just for clarification purposes, I have each group, each treatment group is a different column. So this is Group A, Group B, Group C, and so what this is telling me is that if I take all 5 of these data points and I calculate the standard deviation of these 5, this is the standard deviation of those. Likewise, if I calculate the standard deviation of these 5 numbers, I get this standard deviation. And likewise, if I do the same thing for Group C with those 5, this is the standard deviation. So that is what we're doing here.